Hi, Gloria Lybecker here with Healing You. Have you ever gotten annoyed or irritated, even indignant, when you're having a conversation with someone and they interrupt you and start to question what you're saying? It feels like they're questioning your judgment, that they're not trusting you. And maybe you feel worried and you notice this pattern that starts to run inside of you where you start to tell yourself like, well, I've done so much to prove my trust. They should know who I am. They should recognize my intention. And yet you feel defensive and inadequate at the same time. Maybe you tell yourself, I'm just a disappointment. But the thing is, when we start to feel indignant and we start to defend ourselves, that's using the fuel of anger in a way that's really self-sabotaging. When we can take the time to be in our experience, it's possible to experience something different. When somebody starts to question your judgment, you know what? It's possible to go, wow, feel a little surprise. And recognize this person doesn't really get me. They don't have understanding. And so with that surprise, you can have curiosity and interest. You can even become fascinated with this individual that's speaking to you the way they are. Because it's incongruent, you can really recognize that. And you can recognize projections as they are coming to you or toward you in the moment. And recognize it's not about you at all. Because the mindset is, I know me. I'm grounded in my own values. And I speak up rather than staying quiet or becoming quiet. You can stay engaged and kind of lean into the conversation because curiosity supports that to happen. So the key here, and a skill set to practice, is noticing when that projection's coming your way or when it feels incongruent, like what's being said doesn't match with what's really true inside of you. Push a pause button. Develop your capacity to just slow it all down inside of yourself and become comfortable in those pregnant pauses. And stay interested as well. The second step would be to tap into your inner modalities. Notice what you're telling yourself. Notice your breathing. Notice any sensations and how you feel. Start to connect the dots from the inside out. And that will provide the clarity that you need as you tap into your own roots of connection with life. So in this experience, perhaps what was happening is, as you did the self-connection, that's the first need, is to stay in relationship with ourselves. And when we can stay in relationship with ourselves, then we can actually love ourselves and we can remember who we really are. And that, it's right there, is what empowers us and empowers our voice to be open and strong with conviction about how we feel and how we believe and what's important to us. And nobody has to agree with us, and we don't need to agree with others, and we can still stay in conversation and stay relational. There's enough room for all of us to have a voice. So maybe take the time today, if you're willing, to notice when something starts to come up that feels incongruent or out of balance, and push the pause button. Take time to connect from deep inside with your own heart and soul. Notice what that's like as you connect with your roots of connection. Developing these skill sets is so much easier when we are accompanied by others that are on that same path. So if you would like to reach out to me and join with myself and other heart-centered people, you can take those first steps on my website at healingyousanctuary.com. Thanks for being on the journey with me today. Healing You.